everyone knows. Thank you for joining us virtually. Okay.
I
Okay,
have a
so
friend that couldn't make it, and she really wanted to see it.
but we love Zoom. We use Zoom all the time. Even pre-COVID, we used Zoom. So I'm used to it. It's nice. I love it. Although it's usually in front of my face. But okay, so thank you all for coming tonight. I'm super excited to be here. These are like my favorite things to do because I love meeting new people. And I love to hear like my coaches tell their story, and I like to just share what's been such a huge blessing for me. So I started this wellness journey, is what I call it, like 5 years ago. I had two kids. I was 100 pounds overweight, and Mike and I really wanted to have a third baby, but I just knew like probably not I want to be healthy. And I had preeclampsia with my first pregnancy. I just wanted to be healthy, right? So a friend of mine had reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join her fitness group. And she basically said, yeah, like everything's guided. We have these programs you can choose from, and we have the nutrition plan to follow too. And it's really simple. And I'm like, okay, like nothing had really ever worked for me before. So I jumped into the program called 21 Day Fix. Have you guys heard of 21 Day Fix? That's the program I started with. So basically it's weights, cardio, yoga, Pilates, you name it, you cycle through it every 5 days. And the nutrition plan was really nice because it wasn't super restricted. It just basically said, okay, this is how many servings of each food group you should eat every day to hit your goal. And it ended up being a lot of food. And for me, I struggle with binge eating. I struggle with food addiction. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean, like, if there's a cake in the kitchen, I don't stop thinking about it until it's gone. So this was huge for me. My first 3 weeks, I was able to lose like 18 pounds. And I was like, okay, like 20 pounds was our goal before we started trying again. So I was like, okay, like this is working. So I did it again, and I basically just kept duplicating, my results. And through my pregnancy, we were able to, praise God, we were able to get pregnant right away, who you hear me refer to as Silas is who we got pregnant with. And through my pregnancy, I was able to lose 50 pounds and in a healthy way. And my recovery with, after the baby was so much different than the other two kids. I was like right away able to do things that were a little tougher with the other two. So I was so grateful for that. And I noticed as I started sharing what I was doing and helping other people that kind of fueled my fire a little bit too to keep going. So present day, I've been able to lose 60 pounds and keep it off. And for me, this is huge, especially with my struggles with binge eating and food addiction, because it was a yo-yo. I had been able to lose weight in high school, and then I put on way more. And this is something that's been so realistic for me in my life. And I'm the kind of person that it needs to be real and doable and duplicatable. And I'm not making two things. Like, I'm not making something for the kids and chicken and broccoli for me, right? So this kind of checked all those boxes for me. And actually before Beachbody, I was never a shake person. Like, I had never tried shakes. I didn't really understand what they were for. I knew that like Slim Fast had this thing, but it was full of a bunch of junk, and I really don't want that. So why would I entertain the thought? So when I actually did the research behind Shakeology, I'm that person who looked up every ingredient because that's just me. I looked up, and plus I was looking for something that I could maintain through my pregnancy that would be safe for pregnancy. So once I looked at Shakeology and broke it all down, I realized it was really an amazing prenatal in addition to the one I was already taking, and that my body could actually use all the things that I was, eating it or drinking in the shake. So I was like, you know what, I'll try it for a month and see what I think of it. And by the end of 30 days, I was like, how do I get this for cheaper and never let me run out of it, please? It helped me a ton with my energy levels and my gut health because you're all eating, so I won't go into much detail, but I have issues with IBS and those types of things. So for me, it really cut down on that. But the biggest thing for me was the sugar and junk food cravings. Like, I needed help with that. So that's what this delivers for me big time and continues to do on a daily basis. So I started helping other people, I just realized what a gift it could be. So that's how I met these girls. Like I would never have known these girls if it wouldn't have been for coaching. So I appreciate you guys coming and listening because it really is something that's like near and dear to my heart, and I've been able to make a lot of really great friends and form a lot of really cool connections across the country. Actually, one of my coaches in California is her team's really doing great, and I'm like, okay, maybe we can do a team retreat in California when all this business is over with. What do you think? Like COVID business is over with. So for me too, just to give you a little background, I kind of always struggle with confidence. Like I'm that person who's checking the mirror 500 times, and you'll still see me do it. I'll still, I'm want to, I'm a little bit insecure about how I look. So one thing that this has done for me is to just teach me to embrace where I am at, no matter where I'm at in that journey, and to be grateful for the body God's given me and what it can do and what I'm capable of. Like I said, with this program, I've pushed myself in ways physically that have helped me mentally just through these workouts and through just the camaraderie and accountability with these girls. So it just has been a really cool place. Now, see, when I started, all we had was the DVDs. Now we have this. Now you get to hop on Beachbody On Demand, and anywhere you have internet connection or anywhere you can download a workout, you can play the workout. So this is really something cool that I'm excited about because you have access to over 70 programs, all different kinds. If ballet is your jam, we have that. If dancing is your jam, we have that. I mean, I like dancing, but I'm not good at it, but it's fun, right? Weights, cardio, yoga, Pilates. I have not delved into this, but Twyla says that our meditations are awesome. So now we have meditations as well. So it's really kind of an overall look at wellness because I think that when everything kind of plays together, it's when you get the biggest results. When you're looking at fitness and nutrition and mental and all the things. So I'm grateful for coaching because of all those things, and it's really been a huge blessing to my family as well financially. It's been wonderful to be able to get these products paid for, and it's actually kind of really helped supplement our income. My husband actually worked at one of the power plants that they closed down this last year, so he was at Coffeen, and we never thought in a million years they would close down that power plant with their multi-million-dollar scrubber, right? But it's coming up on a year, and it changed a lot. We live in a different place now, and he has a different job now, and it's been such a blessing to know that this can help provide for our family too in that way financially. So I like to share a little bit about that. Since Rachel's out of the room, I'll let Twyla share a little bit of her story because I always love to hear from Twyla, and she has an awesome story to share. So I'll let you kind of jump in, and then Rachel can.
I'm Twyla, and Rachel's my sister-in-law.
But she still has to explain it to me every time how it works because I can't remember.
So I started Beachbody almost 3 years ago. When I started, I was going through a really hard time emotionally in my life, and I needed something. I went to a couple workout classes in our town that we live in, and they were good. I loved the working out, but the only problem was I had 2 kids, and I didn't have time to go there and have a babysitter for an hour. So in doing that, I needed something. So, and with everything that was going on, I needed something that I could do. I worked at the bank and had a back room, and I downloaded the app to my phone. I would go in the back, and there's workouts there 20 minutes long, and I would set my phone out and work out for 20 minutes. And I would do 20-minute workouts and do good. Well, and learning, I was just starting to learn my nutrition. I hadn't even tried the shakes yet. At the time, the only thing I could afford was doing every 3 months I paid for the workouts. I knew I was going to do that, and that's all I did. I kind of watched what I ate portion-wise, and then I lost 80 pounds, and I was able. I'm going on 3 years now, and I've kept it off. And now, in the last, well, when COVID first hit, I was off. So then, because of me being off, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the coaching. I really like helping people. I'm enjoying it, you know, and I thought, well, I'm gonna do it. I hadn't participated in any of the groups before. I hadn't really, I wanted to do the workouts and be left alone. Like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to do the workouts and leave alone. Well, I decided that I was gonna do the, jump in as a coach, and I participated in the groups, and I absolutely loved it. And I told my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, I was like, hey, I jumped in, and they supported me and was like, sign me up for this, sign me up for that. And then my mom and my sister, and I have a couple close friends that signed up. Like, it was just like, because they watched me through the last few years, and they knew what I was doing. They just, you know, it just, I'd never coached before. I was like, So and then the community that I've got with the groups that I didn't have before is just astounding. Like, my sister, like, when I first got signed up as a coach, I thought, you know, just like selling Scentsy or something like that. You know, I thought, okay, I don't know how this works. Like, I've helped, like, I've hosted parties, but I've never like sold. So I was like, I don't know how this works. Sat down on a Zoom call. Here's the tools that we're going to give you, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. You have any questions? Let's get you started. Here's all your stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is how we do it. So my sister sat on that call with me and was like, they don't just leave you? I'm like, no. I'm like, if you want to, like, because obviously you don't have to get on the Zoom call, but I was like, if you want to, you know, you just get on the Zoom call and they're there talking to you and you're interacting. And she was like, sign me up. And she signed up. So it was just the community, just them helping out. Like, anytime we need anything, it's just usually a message away, and you've got, like, we have a big group message, and then there's little groups messaging. Then the big ones, like, you can get on there, and then if you have a question or you're dealing with a customer, they're there to help you, like, right along. But I didn't do the shakes until just a few months ago, and I can already tell a difference in my cravings, kind of gut health, things like that. I love them. I love that in the summertime I did the tropical strawberry, and I added spinach and strawberries and blueberries, and my favorite's vanilla. I don't know why. I love the vanilla.
We're gonna make a really fun recipe with vanilla tonight. I think you're gonna die for.
I love the vanilla, but
I'll just let you know one of the top 3 things that they share about Shakeology is regularity. So that's an issue for anyone.
well, and
One way or the other.
I've been able to try the products, and been able to in the first just the first month as a coach, I've been able to get everything, my shakes and my Beachbody paid for, because you don't realize how many people are actually like, oh, wait, you're doing that? I'll do that with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll do it with you. You don't realize it. So I'm really thankful for the community, and
It feels like a family for sure. And then if you want to share a little bit.
So I've used Shakeology since I was active duty. I didn't do the workouts at that point, and I started when they were just DVDs too. And so they send you these DVDs, and I mean, at the time I didn't have time for that anyways. But I did do the shakes and became like obsessed with them. And I don't do a lot of recipes, but I have been trying theirs, and I really like it.
She's right before she's like shaking it in the shaker cup, and I'm like, no, it's so much yummier the other way. She's like, I don't know, I like it that way. So,
And I do like vegan chocolate. I've done vegan chocolate ever since I've started, and I started buying Shakeology in like probably like 2015. And I didn't use it during my pregnancy because I was one of those nauseous people, and I would eat things and then I never wanted them again. Like with Grayson, yes. Like with Grayson, I had pizza and I got so sick and I never wanted pizza. Like it took me a long time for me to want pizza again. So I didn't want to get sick off of my shakes because I was obsessed with them.
I have a coach that had to cancel because she threw them up too many times because she's thrown everything up. The only thing she kept down was soda and crackers. So that's a really
Yeah.
good idea.
So
Now I tell
stopped.
people
I
that.
was like probably like 2 months in, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna like be disgusted by it. And so I didn't during the pregnancy, but like soon as I had him, I was like back to it because I was like I loved it and I craved it. I craved it during my pregnancy, but I was not gonna risk it.
Right.
And then now I'm working on the 30-day breakaway. I'm really excited for that because I like really want to get my 2-mile run down, like time wise. And this program, it's so neat. Like I can feel the difference in the first week already. Like I'm like my times, and I really enjoy it because I'm just like I'm a happy runner. So when I run, I'm a happy person. I'm smiling. Like I sent her like a
I have
message the other
to smile
day.
when she reminds me to smile. She'll tell you to smile in the workout.
Yeah, she does. And I told him, I was like, oh my gosh, I was smiling like an idiot. Like I'm so glad I was on the treadmill because everybody'd be like, what is wrong with that lady?
But there is a treadmill option for this as well.
And that's what I
rainy day
do.
cardio.
But I don't know. I love that like the flexibility of having the on-demand now versus like the DVDs, and then the fact that you can use it anywhere. I was using it when I was working before COVID. I was using it actually at the dam in Shelbyville. I would go on lunch break and I would do it out there outside. But now I do it here, and the kids like it. Grayson thinks that it's so fun. Like every day is like, are you gonna do exercises? And it's like,
So-
yeah.
Tell
No,
them
I
about
definitely
the
have to.
shakes. That was the cutest thing.
Okay, so they have Shakeology, and then they have Daily Sunshine, and this is more like adults can use it,
yeah,
but it's
mine
more
can-
formulated for children.
Right.
It's kind of like
It's
the
a
Beachbody
smoothie.
version of those PD shakes, or
Right.
whatever. Like it's just like vitamin shake type thing. And so I told him the other day because he's been like working out with me. And I told him the other day, I said, I ordered you some shakes so that you can have some like mommy. And he was like, okay. And he says, is it going to be here today? I was like, no, it's coming by UPS. Well, he heard something. He goes to the window and looks and goes, where's UPS of my shake? Why? And I was like, it's not coming today. Like I was like, it doesn't come like that.
Thing.
He's funny. But he drinks some wine sometimes. So he's pretty excited. I
My
guess.
boys use them for regular, like, I'm not kidding you, my middle son, he's 6 and he has issues, constipation issue, or just like, I've gotta go and it's not easy to go type. And he'll be like, I need a shake, I need a shake. And he'll like drink shake on the
Aw.
pot and it will work. I'm like, whatever works, buddy. But I do feel like I honestly have really researched a lot, and I've not found anything that's really comparable to our shakes. They're really more of a superfood vitamin shake. There's protein in them. Oh my goodness, how sweet. There's protein in them, but they're really more for a great nutritional foundation. So you can use them and beef them up as a meal, or you can use them as a snack. So, I mean, a lot of times I'll do breakfast with like some sort of fiber-filled carb. So I might have some gluten-free, I have food sensitivity, so I might have some gluten-free bread with my shake or whatever, or I might have it in the afternoon as a snack. So they're completely versatile. I actually made protein balls out of our pumpkin spice for you guys to try tonight. So, and I can tell you like all the ingredients if you need to know for like nursing purposes or whatever, but I'm excited you guys are here to try them. I will go ahead and I think turn that off because I think we can go ahead and start. So,
Thanks
using
for
the-
watching.
I'm using the collagen now too.
Let us know
I'm
if you have
really
any
excited about
questions.
that.
I know, I still have to get, it's still, there's back order.